been waiting too long, so I came back this time with a new song. Same old attitude, wanting y'all to sing along. What we talking about? Fill it up and put that thing on. No, we got that brown, holy water. Watch it, y'all be sipping, merch, drop it, black, blessed, la, pop it, Tanya, pour it, Georgia, rock it. Every Sunday at 7, yeah, you can't stop it. Like, share, follow, don't forget to comment. Getting baptized by every topic. Heard we the best, but I ain't the one that gossip. Brown, holy water, watch it, y'all be sipping, merch, drop it, black, blessed, la, pop it, Tanya, pour it, Georgie, rock it. Brown, holy water, watch it, y'all be sipping, merch, drop it, black, blessed, la, pop it, Tanya, pour it, Georgie, rock it. Brown, holy water, watch it, y'all be sipping, merch, drop it, black, blessed, la, pop it, Tanya, pour it, Georgie, rock it.
Yo, welcome to Brown Holy Water, another edition. How y'all doing? It's your boy Handsome Line in the building. Nice to see y'all. Nice. How y'all feeling? Everybody good, hopefully. Team, let's go introduce yourself.
Yo. Y'all already know what it is. The one and only Black Success. Officially one of the flyest dudes on the East Coast. My birthday
Second
bash
flyers.
is going down Saturday, March 7th at Amadeus. It's a day party. Everybody free before 5. Get fly, do your thing, do your thug fizzle. I'm living a great life. I also...
Just a reminder.
You know, I got
Wow, you wearing Jordans?
You feel me? I don't know if you got them. You ain't
coming
getting,
in my red Viz?
But, you know, be great. You know what I mean? And y'all, he got the same shoes on today. You know what I mean? I'm hollering. Yeah.
Hey, y'all. It's Aunty Tanya. I'm tired from work, but I am in the building. I'm here. So have a good show.
You know we're going to have a good show. How's everybody feeling today, first of all, before we start this thing?
I am great. Actually, I'm not. Mercury's in fucking retrograde again.
What does that really mean?
So...
The short version. Don't give us the long...
So basically...
Because bitches love dragging Mercury.
Basically, the planets are doing some fuck shit. So it's fucking with the astrology signs, and depending on the astrology sign you're under, it fucks with you.
So why is it always Mercury that's always fucking with everybody?
Listen, Mercury's... All the planets go into retrograde. But Mercury is the main one because that's the energy one. So Mercury's in retrograde, is doing some fuck shit.
I feel like
that's
women,
a new slogan for the year.
No, women are using that as
no,
an
excuse. A lot of bitches do use that as
they're
a
using
cop
it
out.
as an excuse to either be a hoe
or to be crazy,
like
to do
multiple
some
people.
Mercury's in retrograde.
Yeah. Like, I feel like it's just an excuse now.
We like the sage.
How is it not affecting us? You know what I mean? I'm regular. Nothing changed in my life.
For the people who are more spiritually in tune, you feel shit.
So are you saying they're more spiritually in tune than we are?
They are. You probably.
Because I'm in tune.
Listen, if you're more spiritually in tune, you feel the shit.
If a nigga cheat, he better say Mercury in retrograde.
Yeah, make
and you gotta understand it.
You can use that too. Mercury's in retrograde. My house is in Pisces. My moon is in Capricorn. I was fucked up. Sorry,
my moon
babe.
is in Capricorn?
I'll show you the app to find out what your moons are in. Like, you really could have, like, a detailed thing yourself.
That's like people trying to confuse themselves. Like, you know what I mean?
They have an excuse. They want to try to have a higher power excuse for fuck shit.
It doesn't make no...
Just say I ain't shit right now.
These are the same people that don't go to church. Like, how you believe in that, though?
Yeah. That's why you don't go to church, because you believe in spirituality.
You believe in the spiritual ground. The realm.
That's crazy.
Didn't I tell your monkey ass to put it on?
First of all, monkey's a racist term. It's Black History Month.
Well,
relax.
We all blacks.
Secondly, I thought I turned it down. I really thought I did. I'm sorry.
Alright, we're gonna have another dope show. I already know, man. Y'all ready to have a conversation, man? Open your mind. Open your ears. Let's get it, man. We gonna talk about... We gonna start what you about to say real quick before we get into this.
No, I've been holding on to so much, so I feel like for today
I can tell your chest look bigger.
I'm gonna really... I need to be doing a lot of push-ups.
You know? Oh, all right. Mm-hmm. You ready? Mm-hmm. All right, we gonna talk today. We gonna talk about parenting. Even though I know y'all ain't parents, but y'all soon to be parents, I'm pretty sure.
Custodial parents.
Custodial?
Oh, custodials as they live with you.
Who?
Oh, you custodial parent for now?
Well, I custodial people parent when I'm around them.
Oh, you custodial. You be around a lot of kids.
Yeah, I be around kids.
I don't see mine, but, you know, weekend, holiday dad, you know the vibe.
You're lying.
But we're going to talk about parenting and how would you parent in certain situations, all right? Mm-hmm. So, we're going to start it off like this. Could you be supportive of a child if they chose to identify with the LGBTQ community?
IA plus.
Early in life.
Define early.
Preteen.
Preteen. Okay.
Now, I gave the question, so that's a scenario. Your 9 or 10-year-old comes in. Mommy, Daddy, I think I'm gay.
They literally say they think they're gay, or
I think I'm gay. I think I like whatever same sex as me. Now you, mommy.
As far
your
as
daddy.
As far as my
knowledge,
of it goes, they usually don't come like, at least for the people I know who are fully submerged in the community. I can't. I'm straight, so I would understand it.
Wait.
Listen to me.
Go ahead.
When they're usually preteen, they don't say, I like boys. They say, I think I'm a girl. Or I feel like a girl, I want to dress like a girl, I want to do girly stuff. What?
We're not worried about what the child's talking about. I'm talking about you as a parent. We talking about parents.
How would you?
But you said
respond?
the question was to say I'm gay.
All right, listen. They came and said I'm gay. Now you the parent. How would you respond as the parent? How would you
respond as the parent?
We're talking about parenting.
Let me answer first. Let me answer
why
first.
would the children do it?
Let me help out. So, if
Daddy,
if my child came to me and said,
I think I'm gay.
Okay.
That's it?
No, but like, the first thing is, okay. Like, you know what I mean? I first would want to comfort him to even being open enough to say that, because I'm pretty sure he wouldn't feel comfortable knowing that I live with mommy, you know what I mean? So that's the opposite of the relationship that he's seeing every day. You understand? So, yeah. Okay. And then I would need to know, like, you know, if you feel comfortable enough, tell me why. Like why do you feel like you're gay?
So you want an explanation?
Well, I would just want to know what happened. You know, did you kiss somebody? Did somebody touch you? What led to the point that you feel like this is your attraction now? Especially since at 9, 10 years old, that shouldn't be your life. Like, you shouldn't be there yet. You know what I'm saying? You should be thinking it. You shouldn't be doing it. So, like, what led to the ultimate decision that you're saying, for the rest of my life, this is what I'm doing? And yeah, that'd be the conversation if they're ready to have that.
So if they tell you how they feel, how would you respond, though, as a parent?
Well, you know, I would be okay with it. My thing is, I would want the child to understand what they're saying and what does that mean. It's like saying, like, it's kind of like marriage, like, you know what I mean? Saying I do. People, that's for the rest of your life. So much people are scared of marriage because it represents the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? So at 9 years old, you're telling me what you want to be for the rest of your life. How are you sure? What happened? What scenarios took place that you're so sure that this is what it is? And you know, it's not for me to agree or disagree with them. I'm just asking a question. You understand? Because you never know. Kids don't come home and tell you everything. You don't know what there's a lot of all boys school, all girls school. You never know what your kids are doing when they're in school or what activities are taking place behind the little gym closet or whatever. Find out what's going on. Your child might be a cry for help opposed to your child just opening up and saying that, hey, this is where I'm at.
That's true. So
I would just want to understand it. I'm going to support my child because he or she is mine. But I would definitely want an understanding of why and what activities had took place prior to you coming up with this decision.
That's a very good answer, Dad. Mom.
First of all, he took my answer.
No, you had a chance to go first. How
because
you take the answer?
I was just trying to.
You was talking from a child's perspective.
No, I was just saying. And that's something to consider too. A lot of the conversations are easier to have these days because a lot more people are open and they're sharing their stories and they're letting you understand, you know, as far back as when they felt different or whatever, and then they piggyback on them not having a supportive parents because a lot of our parents are truthfully homophobic as fuck. I'm from the Caribbean, so definitely homophobic. As I grew up in a homophobic household, we have whole songs that are anti-gay. Women and men. It's not even mutually exclusive. But I was just saying that most of them don't do it from a sexual perspective. They just feel like, remember, you gotta understand, like from young, we start conditioning our kids into gender roles whether we realize it or not. We give the girls give the girls dolls and give the boys cars and trucks. This is something we do as parents. So it could be that maybe they like dolls and they don't understand that. They don't understand. No, you can't do that. You can't clip my answer, motherfucker. You had a train. You had the floor. You had the floor.
Truck going on.
We had the floor.
Everybody had a head stroke. Legendary.
I'm just saying, like, this something we do as adults too, because we're sending this subliminal message. So maybe your child could just like things that are quote unquote more girly, and it makes them feel okay. Well, maybe I'm a girl, so they can come to you with 9 or 10, not necessarily liking boys, but just having a certain affinity to female stuff. We're adults, so we have more consciousness than them. So you can be like, all right, are you a girl or you just like girly stuff? It doesn't mean that you're gonna go down that road. So my part of the conversation be twofold. You know, I'm gonna try to understand if it's something that's a phase they're going through, if it's something that they just like feminine things, or is it genuinely them feeling so out of their body that I probably am not a boy or probably not a girl. And the back part of that is too, a lot of kids feel this way because they're being molested, or they were molested, or they had some sort of interaction. Not everybody, but sometimes it happens with adults. So I'm going to try to have that conversation as well. Try to uncover that. So it's going to be a welcoming conversation, not something where I'll make them feel like they shouldn't, or make them feel like they're wrong. But it's going to be an ongoing thing. And once I realize that they're sure, it's like, hey, I feel out of body, that's different. But if I uncover, it's like, maybe I like boys because there's a grown man that touched me, it's a different situation. So that's it.
I think in that situation, if a child, one of my children came to me and said that, I would definitely like piggyback off of what Black said. I would try to want to get to the root of why do you feel that way. Mm-hmm. Like, because, you know, going back from far as I know, I always like girls. Like, mm-hmm. being like in first grade, like touching girls aroused me. So, you know, I don't even know. Like, maybe I'll have to ask them, like, did you ever get touched by?
Still arouse you.
Absolutely. Women.
I say you
touching women. Oh yeah, we fixed that.
Women. Touching women.
Touching women.
Good PR. Good PR. Good PR. Respect the PR.
That was good.
But, you know, like, being that, so I think that you can kind of know your sexual orientation young, mm-hmm. because you know what you like. So mm-hmm. if he came at like 10 and said that he thinks he likes boys, I want to know what made you feel that way. Like, if he like had any type of like sexual, not even got to be sexual, it could have been something small and it just aroused him. And I don't know,
but do you think it's always like sexual arousal, or is just maybe they have like a higher level of comfort being?
To me, it was aroused. I mean, I was aroused by a little girl. I mean, when I was little, I was aroused. Like, first time I touched a girl vagina, I gave her Cheetos, and like, I just knew it was over. I knew it was easy after that. I knew it was a barter system for vagina.
Oh, wow.
It went from Cheetos to $40.
You know what I'm saying?
Came a long way.
$35. Even chicks now trying to get $5 discounts in my shit.
Came a long way. I see that.
But it's just a little. It's a different conversation I would have to try to have, and I would want to get down to the bottom of it. But I wouldn't try to convince them otherwise. I would like to make sure. But at the end of the day, you 10, you shouldn't even be worrying about sexuality right now, you know? I don't even push my boys that like, hey, like girls to do stuff like,
by 10, 11,
keep your mind in
by
the books.
By 10, 11,
figure it out later, you know what I'm saying?
But this is also an uncomfortable truth for a lot of adults, even though we were kids at once. By 10, 11, 12, the average child has started masturbating. They've started touching themselves 10, 11, 12. Maybe you're now coming into puberty. Some people come in earlier than others. Let me finish.
I was actually when you masturbated first.
I was probably like 12, 13.
Me, like, I ain't masturbated till I was like 20, 21.
Shut the fuck up, son.
I swear I was a late bloomer. I didn't masturbate for mad long. Like,
so
late
the truth is, as you're coming into puberty, your body is literally preparing to have children. That's what puberty is. your breasts get bigger, your ass gets bigger, you look more attractive, men start ejaculating, that sperm coming out. Your body, men and women, you're literally preparing for children. Because of that, now your sexual feelings become heightened. And due to that natural body change, kids start masturbating and touching themselves 10, 11, 12. That's why a lot of them also get molested, because they're coming into this phase and creepy ass adults know it and use it to their advantage and just, use the adult child situation to manipulate them. However, maybe lost my train of thought now.
What you say? Can
you talking about masturbating? Can you talk about masturbating at 21?
Yeah, this motherfucker's crazy, man.
We even say shit.
I'm just saying, your kids are. You said they're not thinking about sex. I'm telling you, they are. That's why a lot of parents also do this thing where they wait until they think 17, 18 is appropriate age because you're coming into adulthood. Your kid probably either been fucking, been being touched sexually, been making out, been touching themselves, and that's the truth. Let's not say
everybody's thinking about sex.
Not everybody, but it's true.
Most of the kids probably grew up so, what's the name that they probably think is ill at that age.
They're also around other children.
Right, but
they're also having a conversation.
I think it depends on your environment, because it depends on what you expose your kids to. Because I feel like there's a lot of kids that I meet that are younger who their mind is not even like, you mentioned, like, do you got a girlfriend, do you got a boyfriend? And they'll be like, what? Like, what?
Yeah.
They're so focused on school, you understand? But then you got some kids who are exposed to so much that they're saying they got a boyfriend and girlfriend at a young age. Maybe because they're seeing it on TV, they're seeing it in the videos, in the movies that you're allowing them to look at, in the songs you're allowing them to sing. They start saying words. They want to know the definition of these words, and then it become who they are as well. So a lot of it has to do with what the child is exposed to.
Which I agree with. I'm not saying they have a full-blown relationship, but they have these feelings. And because they're confusing, they're uncomfortable, they don't know who to go to. It doesn't mean that they want to have penetrative sex, but they're definitely having sexual feelings. So you might have a good kid who's going to wait it out. Maybe they do their own research. They, whatever it is, they delay it. And there's other kids who don't, but it's a fact that they have sexual feelings. It's a fact.
Gotcha.
All right, we discussed the gay aspect. Let's talk about. Remember, we're parents.
Yeah,
we're all parents here. This is the parenting thing. We're not chastising the child or nobody.
Right.
All right. How do you feel if your child told you, "I think I was born in the wrong body," and there's two parts of this question.
Got you.
How old should the child be before they make that decision and you accept it?
Got you. So
you started before.
Yeah.
Tanya said you stole her answer.
Got you.
Now
Give her a chance. Give her a chance.
Good shit, hit a home run.
So they come to me and say they feel they're born in the wrong body.
Feel they born in the wrong. Mommy, it's you parent. Mommy, what do you want, boy or girl? It doesn't matter because it's gonna switch either way. But yeah, they said they're born in the wrong body, and
in terms of like an age,
you could answer the age. That was the second part, but like, how would you deal with that if your son felt like he was a girl, or your daughter felt like she was a boy? Like, how would you deal with that? Period. Not even like accept it or not accept it, whatever.
Again. For me, it has to be like, why do you feel that way? It's obviously we need answers. So it'd be, why do you feel that way? Is it because maybe you have a fascination with things that are quote unquote girly, and you feel, well, I like playing with kitchen and wearing an apron and playing with dolls. These are things I see girls do. Maybe I'm a girl. It doesn't necessarily mean that they'll turn into, or they grew up into somebody who is, fully gonna transition. But I'd want to know what it is. Is it just a surface thing? Is it just a face thing? Is it just a clear fascination with feminine stuff? And in this day and time where people are trying their best not to have these things, boy versus girl, they're trying to make everything fluid, where it's okay for boys to play with dolls and okay for girls to play with trucks. a lot of adults still feel that boys shouldn't play with dolls, shouldn't have certain things pink, shouldn't have sparkly stuff, because somehow it's gonna flick the girl switch on and they're gonna like girly stuff. That's not how sexuality works in the first fucking place. It just doesn't work like that. You can't put me in a pink dress and all of a sudden I'm like, girls. It's not that simple. So I would really try to get to a point of true understanding of what it is. Do you feel you're in the wrong body because of the things you like, or do you feel you're in the wrong body because of maybe a certain attraction to? It could be that the neighborhood you're in is only girls, you're the only boy. It's all girls, you're the only boy, and how you interact socially is like you're more prone to do female things.
And I definitely want to know what neighborhood is that.
I'm just saying you could. all the kids your age so happen to be only girls.
Right.
Makes kids in your age range
within the community.
Because you're cute, or you're exposed to more female stuff. You're like, damn, but I like playing with this. Am I a girl? But it doesn't. It's not a direct indicator at that point in time that they like boys. It could just be that they like girly stuff for now.
But don't even equivalent the question to sexuality. It's just more so them.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I am not gonna think.
Identify as a girl.
I am not gonna
because I like.
Right. They're just saying period.
But
I just want to be the opposite.
Yeah,
and that was my thing is I want to know why you feel like it. Right. For me, before I go into the pray the gay away thing or thinking you're gay.
Her response to it is why?
Why you feel like that?
My response to it is, okay, what's next? Because it's okay to feel like that. Cool. You feel like you're a man now? That's my daughter. She feel like she's a man. Cool. What's next? Like, do you plan on you know, working out and trying to get muscles? Like, you trying to let your triceps show? Like,
well, wait.
You plan on trying to get surgery? Do you plan
that was the second part of the question.
Oh, pardon. I didn't know.
How long? I'm saying like.
No, because this part is explaining the how long. Because based on what they say is next, then I'm going to tell them the age range that I think they should. I feel like a child that want to identify as the opposite gender, cool. Wait till you're about 18, 21. Experience life as an adult first before you start making those decisions, because that could ruin your childhood, especially if you're going to double back. That could ruin you and hurt your self-esteem, your confidence, whatever. So whatever you're going to do, cool. That's all right. We already agreed that you already told me, you informed me. We didn't agree. You informed me who you are and who you want to be. Perfect. Now, all I'm saying is, hey, before you execute whatever is next, wait until you within this age range and you experience life as an adult and figure out how you're going to do it. Because at the end of the day, no matter who you want to be, male, female, you want to be sassy, you want to be a drag queen, you're going to have to work. You're going to have to pay bills. You know what I mean? Your fucking rent is due. So experience life as an adult first, because at the end of the day, life doesn't care. You understand? Some of these stuff still got to get paid. That got nothing to do with a car note, nothing to do with rent, nothing to do with a career. So don't make a decision so early that might, shake
permanent
things up.
Decision.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I personally kind of feel like that also is being that I have like a son and a daughter, I'm not going to allow them to switch genders before they're adult. If you want to do something in your adult age, fine and dandy. If you feel that you are gay, fine and dandy. But if I had a daughter, I had a son, you're not going to transform in my house or under my house. Or my son, I'm not going to go in the store, buy dresses for my son. I'm just not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Now, as you get older, you want to buy a dress with some youth check or whatever the case is.
That's what you do.
That's what you do. That's your drip.
Right.
Let it be your drip. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Your dad is not going to, I'm not going to
purchase you,
help you change that lifestyle.
Right. Not yet, because I'm not sure. And
I'm not saying I won't accept it.
No, but
and
I want to correct what you're saying to everyone else. It's not that you don't support it. It's just you're saying I want you to wait till you're an adult.
You have to be an adult to do anything.
And then you could.
I almost had to be an adult to get my ears pierced.
Right.
You're not going to change your penis in my house.
No, because at the end of the day, it's everyone has a high, right? Everyone has something that they do that is not within the regular curriculum. You know what I mean? Some people might be partying. Some people might be smoking weed. Some people might be nails and hair. Cool. Be able to sponsor your high. So all I'm saying, my kid, whatever you want to do, perfect. I don't care. Wait until you're in a position to sponsor it, because that might change your mind. Some people grew up and say, I want to be a travel guru. I want to travel all over the world. I want to go to Bora Bora, then look up the flight and see that shit 3,000 and change their fucking mind. You know what? Let's go to Atlantic City, man. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So wait until you're able to sponsor whatever you want to do, and then make your decision, because that could change things.
And not only will I have communication with you, I think I'm going to go get you professional help. You're going to go see a therapist. You're going to go talk about your feelings, your emotions, everything. Because even when you get to adulthood, that is a big
time out. Do you think
decision.
Do you think that now is kind of like telling them that they're saying or doing something wrong?
No, I just need you to talk to somebody professionally, because I might not even have all the right answers.
Exactly.
Talk to a therapist. Let them know. Like, talk to somebody you feel like. So therapy. There's nothing wrong with therapy. We all know that. So a therapist, psychiatrist is something that maybe, like you said, people be wanting to change because they could have went through some type of got molested or something. They didn't want to tell me, but now they might tell them, and now they feel like, oh, all right, that's why I was feeling like that. Gotcha. So there's nothing wrong with talking to a professional. I'm not a professional. I'm just your parent trying to do my best I can do. So you definitely you're going to talk to a professional and all that shit too before you make this life changing decision. Like, this is going, like you said.
Once you start taking them
if you
pills
try to
and
do
stuff,
this,
it changes your body.
If you try to do that too young, it's gonna, like you said, it's gonna mess up your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's why me as a parent, I wouldn't allow it.
There's child therapists too.
But
though.
you get there, they can
are
be child therapists, and they're gonna stay. Like I said, the gender that I had, you're gonna be. And then when you get older, I'm not disowning you or nothing. That's what you choose to do with your life. But I'm just not gonna.
You wanna give them a window.
Yeah, you
give them a window to double back without going crazy.
And think about it, because life is a long.
Yeah.
For some of us, life is long.
Life is long. You can do 18 years as the boy that switch over.
Listen, but it's the truth. A lot of people, a lot of people did change.
As a fact,
some people do change early and then they change back. Like, it's like, no, it's not what I thought it was, or it wasn't what I felt at the time, And I just want to say that therapy is not bad. I know in the Black community, we always associate therapy with either being crazy, and we just didn't like the concept of being considered crazy. But there are a lot of functioning adults these days that are doing well in life, that are happy, but still go to therapy to try to unpack and still learn. So
that's a fact. Ain't nothing wrong with
it's
therapy.
nothing wrong with therapy.
No, it's nothing wrong with it. I was just saying that I think the idea of it, or bringing it up in that conversation, might make them feel like they said something wrong.
It depends on how you present it too.
Right, but I do feel like on the adult side, I feel like there's some what do y'all call them, dykes, like the chick that look like a man.
The butch dykes.
I feel like some of them want to be men. Like, honestly, some of them look very close to men, but that surgery is so expensive that they say, you know what?
I'd rather pack my dick.
Let me get the thong. 5 for 20, Victoria's Secret. You understand? So it might be a little different once you figure out how much it is to transform. It might change you.
You can go to jail. They do it for you free, baby. Tax-paying dollars, man. Trust me, I heard stories, man.
I mean, it's up to you. You know what I mean?
Anybody got anything else left to touch on this topic before we switch and all that?
We can't call it, son.
Nah.
We just parents, man. Soon to
can't
be,
call
and
it.
all that, Just do our best.
Like,
support your child.
At the end of the day, once my baby happy, that's the biggest thing. But I will do.
My last thing is support your child, but just remember they are still a child. They can't be making life decisions as a child.
Yeah, they need
that's
guidance.
all I'm saying. Support them and love them, but remember you're still a parent.
But
parent your kids.
Yeah.
Don't bully them though.
So on the exit,
don't bully
that's
them.
That's the exit right there.
Now, on the exit
coming
on
from
that,
daddy daycare.
Yeah, on the exit on that, I feel like that's some of the biggest challenges, and that could be another topic for a different day too. That most of these kids these days, they have the same power as an adult. They could say what they don't want to do and what they don't want to eat, and mommy will make 2 different dinners because he don't want to. Like, dog, like, you're a child. I'm going to instruct and direct and tell you what's going on, and that's that. And then you're gonna follow, and because I know best, because I'm the adult. You know what I'm saying? So we'll leave that at that and get to the next topic.
That was very beautiful, by the way. As much I know, man. We do great on this conversations and
This is what we
talking,
do,
man.
man.
Brown holy water, baby.
Sunday
Pull
to
up,
Saturday.
baby. It ain't just comedy, baby.
Yeah,
Let's get to some another topic. We want to continue on just good conversation. Let's talk about GoFundMe.
Oh my god.
Let's talk about GoFundMe. What do you believe the real reason for GoFundMe is? Let's talk about the real reason why GoFundMe was created.
People have causes. They need money for it. They want people to support it. GoFundMe.
So
GoFundMe is just a way of collecting money for anything you want to collect money for.
okay.
That's all it is. So if you want to build a house, you had a fire, you had surgery, something like you anything on this planet that you feel, okay, I want people to contribute to, you have a GoFundMe. That's a platform set up for it. Anything.
Oh, I thought GoFundMe was for like
Charity?
type thing, like
Well,
like
it
a
is charity because
type
it's free.
of
It's
event.
free stuff, but you can have
Like
charity for different
get
reasons.
little Johnny alone. They do the heart or do a heart transplant.
That's the ones they
type
promote because
That's
it's
what
the
I
sad
thought,
ones.
honestly,
It's
yeah,
literally for anything.
We're gonna get to that, but
You
I've
want to
definitely
throw a
seen
party?
it.
Listen, you want to throw a surprise party for somebody? You can use a GoFundMe.
We're gonna get to all that, but I'm saying, what's the real what? Like, it's not just a charity.
It's not for
type
charity.
thing.
It's just for collecting money. It's for collecting donations.
Go Black. What do you feel the real reason for GoFundMe?
I don't know.
That was a good answer though.
I don't know.
She's saying it's for anything.
I
What
mean,
do you
It's
think?
for
I mean-
donations. Collect donations.
GoFundMe is exactly what the name is. I feel like the name is self-explanatory. Go and fund me
For anything.
For anything. It doesn't say for. It stops at GoFundMe. At the me it's a .com. So at the end of the day,
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe. Like that's it. And I'm telling you, what are you funding? You understand? And you could decide whether or not you want to help fund it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So the decision is up to you.
So it's basically
I've seen it be used for many things.
It's the
for
Cash
many
App for charity.
occasions.
the Cash App for charity.
It depends
Look.
on you and what you want to fund. But you can't be mad at people that's using the service GoFundMe because it is optional.
Yeah.
It doesn't force you to put in your credit
It
card
does not force
information
you.
and all that.
It does
That
not
is
force
all
you.
optional.
Do you excuse me? Do you think more people are open to sharing their misfortunes in order to start a GoFundMe to gain monetary relief for their struggles?
I'm going to answer this first.
do you need to hear the question again, sir?
No, I heard you loud and
Please
clear.
repeat because I didn't hear
Heard
it.
you. Nah, go ahead. Repeat
Ready?
it for Tanya.
Do you think people are do you think more people are open about sharing their misfortunes in order to start a GoFundMe to gain monetary relief for their struggles?
Yes. And I'm going to tell you why.
Please tell me why.
GoFundMe, to me, just to me, this is my opinion, has turned into a CryMeARiver.com where everyone is fishing. Some people even creating stories or creating mishap or creating situations or telling you about stuff that's not even that serious. Like, yo, where's your savings? Where's your this? Where's your that? Like, why? That should be the last resort. Period. You understand? Especially if you got a big family and friends and people that love you. Like, I would be embarrassed if I had to, move or something happened and I would have to do a GoFundMe. Like,
For a moving truck.
for a moving truck. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, GoFundMe, I can't afford to move. They took my deposit and somebody went to my bank account and then I'm like, GoFundMe? Like, that's crazy. I got brothers and sisters. Like, you understand? Homie, send me this, send me that, send me this. But I just feel like even these days, especially people that can really write and put together very nice words and sentences and paragraphs, they could write a phenomenal story.
Sad story.
Right. And put a picture up there perfectly to match. And it would make you feel bad. You would want to give $10, $20. So GoFundMe to me has went from something positive to something more on the scamming side. I feel like people are scamming
Factual.
when it comes to GoFundMe because what it was originally for.
Damn, that's good. GoFundMe is like a new scam.
It's the new
But
scam because
listen.
look, it's
Damn, I
still
didn't think about
optional.
that.
You gave it. You understand? So it's
Yeah.
still optional. I just gave
But
you a very sad story. I
They
got
play
plenty of people
on your emotions
they play
to
on
make
your
you feel bad.
They play on your emotions. They give you this big sad. Everyone's going through so much shit now. All of a sudden, and now they like go. You know, if you could, whatever
Share,
you
if
could.
you would share,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And then you see this person at the hookah spot. You see this person over here. You see this. What the fuck is going on here?
Made 10 bands, chilling.
Fuck is going.
So I think a lot of us feel this way about GoFundMe because in our community, the top thing that GoFundMes are used for are funerals. The truth is there are a whole bunch of different online websites to collect money. GoFundMe is the popular one. There's Cash App, there's Venmo, there's PayPal. I can give you 5 things you can go right now that you could just click the link, go into your bank card, and send me money. It either goes to my account or someone can access the money. GoFundMe is just the one that is just popular. It's just simply popular. Our people usually use it for funerals, and usually that's why you think it's a sad story. Like,
I think GoFundMe the only one with like no cap though, because
Right.
Cash App and all because somebody told me
Okay,
Cash
that's-
App is
okay.
for broke people.
No,
Okay,
but then,
so-
but then
shit,
time
they
out,
right,
and then,
because there's only a certain amount of transactions.
no,
you
but
can
then,
make.
but then, peep this with the GoFundMe. Sorry to cut you off. Some people meet their whatever you let's
Their
say
goal
ask
and then
for
extend it?
for
And go
5,000.
over.
Then they say, all right, let's try to go for 25,000,
Yeah,
y'all.
and they do
Come
it.
on around.
Yeah, they adjusted.
so this is how I feel about
People let you
GoFundMe.
know.
You shouldn't be able to keep donating it when they meet their goal too, because
You
people
shouldn't.
can get to like 1,000 a day and then.
I mean,
still
donations
can
are
keep going,
donations.
still
You can't
keep
be like,
going.
my goal is 300. I got 300. Thank you guys.
That should
Shut
be
up.
it. If you asking for only 300, then if you make 300, you shouldn't
That's
be
it.
allowed to
But
collect
but that's
$5,000.
donated.
Yeah,
Listen,
anything
don't
else
don't
that's
okay.
crazy.
You set the max on it, right?
Yes, you do.
Then if you put a low max, you sell yourself short. That's what you get,
All
baby.
right, but that's what you
That's
needed.
it.
But don't tell me that somebody shouldn't give me extra. For example, when I had my fire last year, I refused to do a GoFundMe because of the stereotype and the stigma. Secondly, the fact that I can't, as much as it's considered a donation, the fact that I can't give people a certain amount of accountability for whatever you're giving me money to also makes me feel like I don't want to ask you on money to just put money in a pot and hope and pray I do something good with it. Which is why I chose a registry where you actually see the actual item you're buying. It's not something you gotta give me first and hope I go get it. You can go, okay, here's an iron, Tanya. Here's an ironing board. Here's a bed set. So at least you know, okay, she's not taking my $50 and booking her next vacation. She actually has a bedroom set, which is one of the reasons I chose a registry over because of the accountability that's there and the transparency. So you feel like you actually helped me, whether it was big, small, whatever it is. You donated something to my life, which is why I refused to do a GoFundMe. My friend had a fire a week later, and they put up a GoFundMe to help them with moving costs. Whatever their finance situation wasn't my business. They had a child, they got a mom. It was a whole bunch of people in the house. I don't know what's going on with them. Life happens to people. They made a GoFundMe. They said the limit to like $3,000 or $4,000, and they got the $3,000 or $4,000. What I look at them as like, oh, y'all need and then begging and giving a sad story. No, they lost their house. People just react to tragedies in their life differently. Now, do people use GoFundMe to scam? Hell fucking yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's human beings. You can't let the few scammers who fucked with the system
It's
make
not
you.
a few. It's a lot.
It's a hyperbole black. You can't let the scammers, because there's scammers in every system. You can't let the scammers make you feel like everybody is a scammer.
Yeah.
If you have a cause you generally want to donate to, whether you give cash or card, donate to the shit. Leave the rest up to God.
I think you're like measuring two different extremes. Like losing your home, that's major. That's out of
That
coincidence.
is.
That is like nobody plan on losing
People
their
started
home
GoFundMe for like,
through no
I want to go to
fire.
Memorial
But
Weekend.
if
I
you
wanna
have
get
a
new
GoFundMe
and those are
breasts.
scammers.
I wanna go to-
to get your body done, which is what a lot of people do. They have a
And
GoFundMe to
people
get their body
pay.
done, or have they GoFundMe for their rent, which they have. They just want to spend their money,
Mm-hmm.
so they want to see if you're gonna spend it. You know what I mean? Some people don't have no sense of embarrassment, no sense
They don't.
of whatever. They'll keep on asking.
Cyber panhandling is at an all-time
Is
high.
at an all-time high. Some people I tell people like this. I don't mind giving. I don't mind borrowing money to someone, right? giving somebody a loan. Here, you can hold this down because you in something. When you, my number one rule with borrowers, right, is how many people did you go to? Mm-hmm. Because if you only came to me, if you need $1,500, you come to me for $1,500. Here, $1,500. I mean, give or take that I even have it. Lord, hope that I have it. Here, hold it down and send that back whenever you write. But if you went to come get 3 from me and 3 from Lai and 3 from her and
now
3
you
from her and
scamming.
3, now you scam. I think you plan to not pay nobody back.
Facts.
But instead of making it $1,500, with somebody to come hurt you for, you want it to be 3, something somebody be mad for, but not really address you.
And that's why the
like
GoFundMe, people start to GoFundMe because now it's like,
But
I'm not
people do that with
borrowing
Cash
money.
App,
I'm not but no, Cash App is different.
Cash App
GoFundMe is like, I'm not borrowing it. You just give it to me because of my misfortune.
Right. Okay,
so
I
you're
see
not
what you're
expecting
saying.
to
I see
get
what you're
this money back.
Right.
So if you know I'm going through hard times and you see my GoFundMe up or whatever.
So there's
and
no
you-
expectation
you-
to return the funds. That's
I
what
don't
you're
have to
saying.
return
Okay.
anything because they say it's optional.
Right.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? With a Cash App is me asking you.
And
I'm
with
sending
Cash
you a
App, I can
request.
cancel.
Yeah, I'm sending you a request, or I'm asking you, can I get this or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, you send it back. GoFundMe
Gotcha.
is, I have this little bio, and I have to say, why do I really need this? Why I'm
money.
really asking you
Right.
or my friends to send me anything, you know what I'm saying, to help me out.
Right.
So it's a higher class scam.
Yeah, but you have
Yeah.
to put your pride and shit to the side in order to get it, but it works for people.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Many people
I
do.
think- yeah, I think
even
total-
for businesses, people do
Yep.
it. People scam for business. Oh, I got this great business idea, this to go, and they use the GoFundMe, they reach it, and you never see the business. It happens every day.
Yeah.
Who the fuck don't want to go? And you know what? I would tell, you know what, it sounds crazy, but I would tell somebody, hey, try it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I see motherfuckers get
You
paid
make
off
a
of this shit.
bag.
Yeah.
I seen motherfuckers get 20,000, 30,000
stripper
off of
that fell off the
nothing.
pole.
Her goal was only 5,000.
5,000.
She
She made
raised
like
over
20.
20.
She
She
made
made
like
over
But that's not her
20.
fault though.
I ain't
That's
saying it's her fault. We're
I
not
didn't say
blaming
it
her.
was her fault.
I think in GoFundMe, if you say 5, you should only get 5.
But that's
Unless you
I don't-
start
I
a
don't
new
think,
one.
I don't think
You shouldn't
should
make
put-
5 to be able to make 100,000.
But I think
Or for misfortune.
donations in general shouldn't have a cap. You
Why?
have your goal. You have your goal amount you want to meet. But if you exceed
See,
your goal,
what
there's nothing
you're
wrong.
talking about.
But you have
it's
to
a
have
difference between a donation and a fundraiser, right? So now,
Yeah, fundraising is
go.
different.
No.
Okay.
It's a difference.
Oh, I see
It's
what
a
you're saying.
difference,
I see what
right?
you're saying.
It's 2 different words.
That's
So
the difference.
a donation mean, hey, give me up to this amount. This is what I need in donations. A fundraiser, there's no cap.
There's no cap.
Gotcha.
Just keep
Because
on.
it's
I'm
for-
trying to raise my funds.
Yeah.
So,
But isn't GoFundMe? But isn't a GoFundMe a fundraising platform?
Listen, what I'm saying is this. Jerry needs a fundraiser.
I need a fundraiser.
I need a fundraiser.
I don't need a GoFundMe.
I'm fucked up.
I need a
I don't need a
GoFundRaiser.
set. I don't need a
That's a
set
fact.
fucking number, though. I don't need a
So at the
I don't
end
want
of
you
the day,
feeling
the
bad
listen.
that I put 5,000 and I made 15.
So-
You're like, oh, he
Yeah.
only asked for 5. No, no.
that-
But
It's a
listen,
fundraiser. I
It's
need
a
a
fundraiser.
But But for fundraiser, the word fund is in fundraiser and GoFundMe. Just saying, like the people, the ultimate goal is to get.
No.
The ultimate goal is to get funds. It's a fundraising process.
Then once you set your cap
No,
at $1
fund-
million,
fund
and
just
then
mean money,
you
Tanya.
build up as much as you can. But if you saying like, that's like saying like,
But
oh,
that's on people too. That's you can't put that on me. If
no,
you
I'm
come,
not
listen,
putting it on
stop,
the person
stop.
that's asking.
If you come
I'm
to
saying
my
you should get
GoFundMe,
capped out.
if
That's
you
what I'm
come,
saying.
listen, if you come to, you can't put it on me. If you come to my
I'm
GoFundMe,
not blaming you at this
let
time.
me. If my goal was 5, and you come to my GoFundMe today, and you was like, damn, Tanya fell off a pole, I want to give her something, and you see, because it's not hidden, it's public, the amount of money I have, and you see that shit said $30,000, and you still put money, that's not on me. You could have said, you know what, you got enough.
But wait, but listen,
You
nobody.
could have said she had enough and take your ass off my page and said she made
But
it.
people
and go
do
about your
stuff out of
business.
guilt. That's like boom. Black put up a GoFundMe, right? He said he only want $1,000.
At the end of the day,
Listen,
you have the choice.
all right,
you have
listen
the
what I'm telling
choice.
you.
have the choice to click
Can
donate or
listen,
not.
all right,
If
listen.
you click donate and I
Can
exceed
you
my goal, it's
listen?
not on me.
Can you? I'm not blaming the person. I'm just saying people have a guilt too. If Black put out a GoFundMe and said he only want $1,000, I come online. He already made $1,000 in an hour. I'm his man. I gotta at least put something on. So now he going over now because of me. Because I got to. Because if he see $1,000 and I didn't even donate.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm like, oh shit, my man gotta go. You know, motherfucker scroll through the game. Yeah, he like this. Nigga, I didn't even do it. Well, I'm like, yo, you made $1,000 already, so I didn't even say you nothing,
But
nigga.
you can't do that. You could have
man.
just lied and say I did it anonymous.
Nah, who would lie and say that's my man?
That's crazy.
I gotta
Because
make him go over the cap.
Because you didn't want people to know
I'm
whatever.
Listen, I'm not blaming people
And
for
you don't want
getting
people
more
to also
money.
know how much you want to give him to judge you. So
Listen,
you said it, did it as anonymous.
Black said it correctly.
Lie better.
A fundraiser and a GoFundMe. You set that max. If you say all you want is $5, the GoFundMe should just turn off. You get $5,000. Say, if I only need $5,000 for a surgery, but then I get $20,000. Nah, that's fucking insane.
But
it should max out. That's it. You don't get no more money off your cause. That's what you said.
But
you know,
humans have agency.
I do feel like the stripper did need over because her tooth was fucked up.
She really had a wide jaw.
Yeah,
she showed her shit.
No, and her tooth was cracked. She had the fabulous now.
All right. The last question on the GoFundMe though.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that GoFundMe is replacing life insurance?
It's not.
I think it is.
It never was replacing life insurance because motherfuckers never had it in the first place. You can't replace something that wasn't there.
Who ain't got it?
A lot of the people who go and GoFundMe and back for it.
I don't think so. Because you know what's funny?
What?
Even people with life insurance still start to go.
But those are scammers, though.
And not scammers. I'm saying
people.
Everybody seem like they're making money off their misfortune.
You know what it is? You know what it is?
God forbid I die right now. My family better start a GoFundMe. I know you can make some bread.
No, but what it is?
But that's people just capitalizing off your death.
No, but
yeah.
What it is that when you, even if you have life insurance, some people, like, it is their culture when someone passed, they have to give you some kind of monetary gift. Mm-hmm. And because of that, people start GoFundMes. It is to complement whatever is going on and to show some kind of, we don't want the financial portion to be your burden at this time because you're going through, pain and whatever. So that's what the GoFundMe is for when someone passed. I don't think it's because they don't have life insurance. I think you'd be a little weird not to have any at all. I mean, at least get a $10,000 guy. I mean, you can't have any at all. But I do know for a fact that the GoFundMe is because people want to give you something. Sometimes people can't, a hug and a phone call and a text. What the fuck does that mean?
And,
you know what I mean?
And I will also say, remember, every life insurance has a max anyway, whether it's a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, to offset the immediate funeral expenses. But some people look at it as, okay, maybe you are a parent or you have certain things you left back on this earth that they want to take care of. A lot of GoFundMes be, you want to bury them and take care of the kids for whatever. With Kobe's unfortunate passing, they made a donation website, Mambon3, for the families of the people, all the other 7 people who died in that crash. Does it mean they didn't have life insurance? No, but their thing was, we using these funds to help support the families after this passing, in this tragedy. In a way, somebody might say they have it private. But it's Kobe Bryant. The way the world is mourning, they probably came upon millions. And they probably, they made millions from that. There's a reason why they're not making it public because the world is going to take that and spin it in a negative way. Yeah. But they're taking the money and put it towards these families who are grieving with this loss. In a way, honestly, some might say they're capitalizing on his death because people die all the time. They had life insurance. But Kobe is Kobe. And the world loves him.
People don't like it. I agree with you on
what's
some
so special about these families to give them millions of dollars other than they were just in a bad place at a bad time?
They died on Kobe watch.
But that's okay.
But that's a good enough reason.
Okay. So they died on Kobe's watch.
I'm with you. Listen, I'm only here because of you. I don't own a helicopter. I'm only here because of you. It's only right.
So their compensation was...
Like Tanya said, have life insurance.
It's not a compensation, but it's only right. It's only right to give.
Okay.
I don't think people like playing that monthly premium, so they bank on the GoFundMe when they
I think a lot of people just don't know, That's the truth.
People know about life insurance.
Listen, a lot of people know, but how many of them have made that step to even consider it? A lot of people don't even want to talk about death. They don't want to talk about death of their kids. They don't want to put life insurance on their kids. They don't want to put life insurance on themselves. It's just a...
Well, they should.
Just like they should. Everybody in this room knows this. We're a certain amount of adults.
The reason why I feel like most of the time when our people talk about, how all these other races, advance and stuff like that, is usually from either generational wealth or life insurance. You know what I mean? It's not from nothing else because your life insurance keep occurring every year and it goes up from you probably started off with a $50,000 guy, and 10, 20 years later, now you got a $500,000 guy. You understand? Because the longer you live, the higher your life insurance is, and that's how people end up getting homes and stuff like that off of that. So that's the importance of life insurance if that's what you're into.
Can I be
Some
one of your
people are not.
beneficiaries?
Huh?
Can I be one of your beneficiaries?
Let me ask. I don't think that's gonna happen.
I think just like credit, it's great that we're having a conversation. A lot of us know, but there is a large part of our people who just simply, honestly, do not know. Whatever's the reason they don't know, it's on them, but they just don't know. Same to me, life insurance. Death is a taboo topic for a lot of people. They don't want to think about dying.
That's a fact. No.
They don't want to have that uncomfortable. They don't want to do a will. They don't want an estate plan. Rich people do it because they want to make sure their finances go to the right people.
Black people that
But-
leave a bill.
Son, unfortunate facts. And that's one of the reasons they don't, it's like we don't even prepare for death. And that's something you should do as an adult. And to have to sit down with a lawyer across the table and talk about all the shit gonna happen when I die. It's just a hard conversation people even think about. So a lot of people don't have life insurance because they don't even want to think about that shit. They probably, I'm gonna get it when I'm 50. Do you know you fucking live to see 50? And that's also an unfortunate truth. A lot of us won't live to see 50. But the last act of I love you to your family is life insurance. At least if, God forbid, when it's your time, whether premature or not, you do not want to leave that burden. Just leave them to grieve. That's the only thing they should be. Not going into debt and financial burden and lose you.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that.
I see.
That's my clip for the week to see.
Can I be one of your beneficiaries too?
Nico's asking. Nico's been asking. I think he
He got a
wants
car wash business. He don't need it.
He's
I'm
been
broke.
asking to be my
Leave
beneficiary.
it to the broke
He
nigga.
always asks me, "Do you add me to life insurance yet?" I'm like, "You're not my husband yet." He's like, "Add me, and then we'll talk about that."
Damn. That sounds like you trying to
Foul,
push me
right?
down the
He's
stairs.
trying to push me. He's trying to push me on the stage. That's how I
Yo.
feel too.
No, that
That's
was
how I
a good.
feel, too.
That's not a good clip. Don't let that
Yeah.
be a clip.
Add me, and then we can talk about
sounded
getting married.
So crazy.
Hey, yo,
Oh my god.
let's get to the last topic. Let's touch on Valentine's Day, ladies and gentlemen.
Pagan holiday.
Yes, the devil's holiday. We're gonna talk about all that. Do you celebrate Valentine's Day?
Of course.
Why and
yes,
why not?
the fuck I do.
Why and why not, Auntie?
Why I celebrate it? You go
No,
back.
I
Go
want
back.
to start with you. I want to go
She
black.
want me to
Yeah, I want to go
first.
black.
Here we go. Do I celebrate Valentine's Day? Yes. You know, Valentine's Day is a holiday of love. And
Is
if you're
it
in love,
really?
then you should celebrate Valentine's Day. So yes, I do celebrate.
And that's all he has to say about that. Fuck.
Is it really?
It is.
It is.
I don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
Well,
Because
you
you
say
a
never.
hoe.
That's not the reason why.
Hoes, a lot of hoes celebrated. Let's just get that
A lot
clear.
of hoes run around
A lot of
balloons
hoes
and chocolates.
balloons and teddy bears. He did a little Snapchat joint with the teddy bear around the neck. A lot
Nah,
of
I
hoes did
just
that.
never got into it because I feel like it's a fake holiday. It's
So
like,
it's Christmas.
yeah,
You buy kids-
I didn't celebrate
well, if-
Christmas growing up either.
Okay, so why you buy your kids them gifts on Christmas? Tell them
I
it's a
buy my
fake
kids
holiday.
stuff every day.
You
Lit.
know what? So skip Christmas. Skip Christmas.
Lit,
then.
you know, but this
No, it is a
holiday,
made-up holiday.
Christmas, at least you get the day off. I don't get the day off.
Nah,
I get
nah.
paid holiday pay for Christmas.
Word.
I don't get shit for Valentine's Day.
Aw,
I ain't even get pussy.
Damn.
It's bad.
that.
Damn.
It sucks.
But it's a fake holiday though. It's like
So it's Christmas.
somebody telling you when to celebrate love for your partner.
Do you even know the history of Valentine's Day?
I do
But
know the
some-
history,
but
and
some
it's,
people-
and it's
but
not,
some-
It's not
about
good
love.
history.
Lie.
It's
It's
not
not
good
about
history.
Lie.
It's
Lie.
about pedophilia.
Let me say. Oh,
Actually-
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's real shit. It's not
I didn't
nothing.
know
It's
that.
about the love for loving little boys. A lot of people don't even know that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but people try to say, "Oh, it's for the love of your partner." Nah, that's why Cupid's a little boy. It's for grown men showing love for little boys. Yeah, it's real deep, baby. You
So
get
it's like
into
the
it.
Catholic Church type of vibe.
Yeah, you get into it. Look,
Oh, nah, I ain't on
people
that.
don't be knowing, but you know, I ain't gonna rain on everybody's parade. I don't be doing that, but I just never got into it. Even before I even found out all that
I mean,
extra stuff.
I mean, I'm
You
gonna say
know?
this: the restaurants were packed.
Always gonna be packed.
Valentine's Day this year, 2020. Let me say this: 2020 was a very crucial year, and I'm gonna tell you why. Valentine's Day fell on a Friday, and I'm gonna tell you why that is so crucial to this year, to the vibe, to the energy, to your preference, to how you're thinking, to who you are, to your confidence. Valentine's Day single-handedly humbled most of the world. And I know you're saying, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm going to tell you. Here we go, right now.
Get into it, man.
For the last 10 years, Valentine's Day has been falling on like weekdays and the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, even on a Sunday one time. So it kind of gave the edge for excuses. We were able, well, let me not say we, but men were able to celebrate their love on an off day. So it'll be a Valentine's Day thing, but you'll do it on the 12th. It'll be Valentine's Day, you'll do it on the 11th, because that was the weekend of the holiday. Because if the Valentine's Day fell on a work day, most people wasn't gonna do anything. So for the first time in a very long time, Valentine's Day fell not only on the weekend, but on a Friday. Like, that's the day everyone go start their fucking weekend. So men were not able to come up with no excuse for the side bitches. You understand? It was like you was able to balance back of the day. You understand? But this day right here, most women that didn't know that they were the side, they were the mashed potatoes, they didn't know that. They found out Friday. If you was not at a restaurant Friday, you, my friend, are the mashed potatoes. If you did not have chocolate-covered strawberries, you, my friend, are the mashed potatoes. If you had any excuse not to be a part of Friday's celebration, and it was freezing, it was cuddle weather, someone should have been holding you that night, even if you ain't leave the house, you, my friend, are the mashed potatoes. And for the first time in a very long time, the timeline was quiet. It was quiet all weekend. Nobody gave a recap. These women always give a recap. This is what I wore. This is where we went.
So
this
you
is what I
have
ate.
a bunch of side chicks on your timeline?
No, I was just looking. And even I was saying that the main chicks wasn't celebrating, which now let me know they wasn't the main.
What?
They wasn't the main.
No, because you basing it off
for
for one day. You can't do that, and that's
Valentine's
not right.
Day was on
Day
Friday
is not
the 14th. That's the day you celebrate.
That shit ain't it, man.
If you did
don't
not
celebrate it.
if you did not celebrate on the 14th, you're single. I don't care what you're saying,
don't celebrate
who you're saying it to. If you did not celebrate on the 14th, if you did not have the exclusivity of that person for the night, you're single.
Is Valentine's Day biased towards men?
The marketing, yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck do you want on Valentine's?
What do you want?
What could a woman get you
I don't want
on
anything.
Valentine's?
I don't want anything.
That's why they don't want
No,
it.
I'm saying I don't
Let's
celebrate.
sit it out.
But if I was a man who celebrated Valentine's
What would
Day,
you want, Lau?
and if I buy something, fuck, you give me some roses too.
Okay.
You treat me like a gentleman.
You would like flowers?
I got a vase. The fuck, like.
So you would like flowers? What you're saying?
I'll put some roses. It's a good gesture. Just saying, getting appreciated. But I'm saying, like.
Gotcha.
It's just marketed differently. It's marketed towards women.
Yeah.
It's definitely marketed.
It's kind of like
I thought it was marketed. I thought it was a day of love.
Okay, there's a lot
If
of
it's a
people-
day of love, why aren't the
but
men?
But that's on your partner to make sure
being-
she reciprocates whatever you give her. Don't put it on the holiday. That's on your
No,
partner.
it's not even the partner, because sometimes singles go out Valentine's Day. Like if I'm trying to talk to a girl. It's Valentine's Day. She expect me to bring her some roses. She ain't gonna show up to the day with roses and nothing for me.
A lot of men are homophobic.
Then you with the wrong.
What do
Then you with the
homophobia
wrong
have to do
person.
with roses?
Some men they think roses are girly.
Roses are girly.
We
If
need
roses
trees
have
in
no
order to
gender,
live.
Men.
We need
think
trees in order to live.
roses. I had a friend who sent a man roses, blue roses for Valentine's Day, and he sent it back. He's like, I don't want this. This is girly. This is gay.
she shouldn't be with
He's
that man.
he's homophobic.
He should.
That's what I'm saying. Some. I didn't say all. I said some. You just gotta know your man.
He
and
must
you
be
just,
from the islands.
He actually is.
Yeah, we knew it.
See,
You know, island guy always.
he's
say
one of
it.
those red stripe kind of guy. Let me get a red stripe. Man, get the fuck out of here, weirdo.
And
Fucking
sandals.
weirdo. Yeah, with the Chelsea boots, fucking weirdo.
Well, we're gonna open up the phone lines today,
I don't
ladies
get a
and
chance
gentlemen.
to fucking give my.
You can give it-
wow, I didn't say anything. This nigga talking about.
You said if it's biased.
Listen,
All right,
this
before we
nigga
open
talking
up,
about fucking Friday and mashed potatoes. You talking about a vase? I ain't got a chance to say shit.
I had
For
a lot
vase.
of people didn't keep the same energy, all the energy
Okay.
all year.
And a
about
lot
the
of men don't have vases in their
preferences,
house.
And you like your men 7 feet tall, and no one got celebrated. No one got nothing.
All right,
too
so
nice.
we want to talk about
I ain't
the
see
bias.
shit.
Okay. I didn't
You
even answer the
you
first
did answer
question.
that. You did answer.
All
that.
I said is marketing.
You
That was
did
one
answer
line.
first. You
She
gave a one shot deal, and then she passed the mic. But go ahead, get to it.
Well, damn. First of all, y'all was so fucking annoying. So I can't
You
stand y'all.
we started with you. You gave a one shot deal, like I celebrated, and that's that. Go
I
black.
was
If
paying
you had
attention
on
to
Chelsea
him.
boots Friday, your life sucks. Want to
Go.
let you know that.
Hold on, let her go
Okay.
before we open up the
Alright,
phone lines.
So,
Get ready, y'all.
The original question was, why do you celebrate?
Yeah, why do you celebrate?
Because in my house that I grew up in, my father was big on Valentine's Day. It's a tradition he passed down to me. Every Valentine's Day, me, my mom, my stepsister, and my cousin, we all got candy, roses. He always took us out. I said this before, my parents got married February 13th so they could have their anniversary on Valentine's Day. So it's just a thing in my family. So I have the tradition in me, which is one of the reasons. Like, Valentine's Day is always a good energy day for me. You know, it's always everybody in good spirits, and there's always extra love in the house. Not that there's not love any other day.
So Valentine's Day is when you get the Mercury in your life.
So, like, I just like it. And anybody I know I've dated, they always know that I like Valentine's Day. And they just make sure they show up on Valentine's Day. This Valentine's Day, Nico wore a suit, y'all. Nico wore a suit. He had on his shoes. He had on some plaid pants and a blazer. He dressed up. Like, up.
Yeah, I went out.
We went out. We had fun. We ate. We talked. We went
Where did y'all
after spot. We went to a restaurant in what's the area? Not Williamsburg. No, Williamsburg. There's a restaurant in Williamsburg.
So-
he doesn't know the city. He has a phobia of the city.
Got you. So the restaurant in the front of it, did it have a name one time?
Yes, it is. I'm not telling you where I went
Oh,
because
okay.
motherfuckers. It was a really good restaurant too.
Oh, that's
But
what's
but we went there, we had fun. We ended our night. Then he started trolling me. Mind you, normally I'm the person that always wants pictures. But he was trolling me the entire night, and he was poking at me, and he's like, "You want a picture?" Like, no, I don't want a picture, motherfucker. Just to troll him back, because he's usually one not to want pictures. And then I ended up waking up the next day with no fucking pictures. I was like, damn. I let Mercury and Nico get to me. But I had a really good night Valentine's Day.
Mercury did it again.
Mercury did it the fuck again. He would tell you, he literally all night spent, "You sure you want a picture? You sure you don't want a picture? Because I don't want to hear about this in the morning, Makisha." And I was like, "No, I don't want it." Then I woke up like, fuck. Like, my man dressed, y'all know Nico is skinny jeans and get shirts forever. If he wants to wear a shirt.
So it took Valentine's Day for him to put on a suit.
He wanted to go because he knows I like it. We
That's
went
why I
out. Because
don't
my
like
man
it.
loves
You should be putting on-
me.
you should be
First, he
doing
want to
that.
be on the life insurance. He want to be the beneficiary. Before you even talk about, you know what?
That's a whole nother show.
Shout out to Nico. Yeah, that's a whole nother.
Whole nother show.
Go ahead, get to that the phone call joint, man.
We
We'll
got-
watch it also again.
We're gonna open up the phone lines. I want to
Yeah,
talk.
yeah.
We're gonna talk more about Valentine's Day. So the number, Tanya, you can drop the number, 516-900-2278. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to know, what did you give your partner for Valentine's Day, and what did you receive? Mostly men. I want to know, what did the men receive for Valentine's Day? And ladies, you can call up and say what you did for your man and what did you get. You know, shut Black up. Black said it was quiet on the timeline.
Oh,
This your time to style on us.
It was.
So call up. The number again is 516-900-2278.
Let us know what you got your preferences.
And, since we in here, I want to know what y'all got. I mean, because I told you I ain't get nothing, baby. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get anything.
Yeah.
Good conversation.
Yeah.
Shout out to my girl Susu. You know,
Yeah.
that's all I got, baby.
That's what's
I
up.
passed out. But
That's what's up.
what'd you get, man? And what did you get?
Yeah, shit.
You believe in Valentine's Day, so
Everybody celebrate differently.
so you didn't buy a gift?
What do you, when you say gift, what do you mean?
Anything.
I mean, did you go to the store, pay for something, get a receipt,
And then hand it over.
and then hand it over and say, "Here you go, babe. This is yours."
Store. See. You see that
Online
that's a weird
counts, too.
question.
Online
She
counts.
didn't get anything.
That's a weird question.
Wow, you celebrated?
Wow.
Somebody
Black.
might be the mashed potatoes. Wow.
Yeah, y'all motherfuckers is crazy, man.
And you didn't get nothing? So y'all didn't even exchange anything. But this is such a big day to couples. I can't believe it.
Lars
everybody
flabbergasted.
I'm flabbergasted because he just was
Like,
he was just going for it.
mashed potatoes,
Mashed potatoes, he went in for it.
Friday.
And these
I
two
ain't get shit, man.
happy couple didn't exchange anything. Did y'all
I ain't
even
get
at least say happy Valentine's to each other?
I wasn't home.
You was at work?
Work. What job I got?
Oh, my bad.
No, I wasn't home. We got into an argument, so this is the first year that we didn't celebrate. Yeah.
But that's not how love works.
That's
no
the
matter
way
what.
love goes.
No, that's
Sometimes
not how
it's
love
like-
Ladies
works.
and gentlemen, please
No
call
matter
up.
what.
I was kicked out. You know what I mean? So,
Please call up. I want to know, what did you receive and what did you get? Don't get quiet now. Don't start exiting. There was a lot of you motherfuckers here. Talking, you know what I'm saying?
Shit,
The
man.
single guy
I
would
got
like to
kicked
know.
out.
Because if I don't celebrate it, this is some of the main reasons why.
Right. You're looking for motivation.
I'm looking for
now.
motivation to want to celebrate. I want a guy to call him like, yo, my shorty bought me this new TV that I ain't think, or
Nah.
bought me this motorcycle that
I ain't get that. I ain't get that
something.
either. I ain't
Bought
get
me this new watch.
I ain't get
Anything.
that. I ain't get that. I'm missing my shit.
Like, you know, I bought her this Birkin bag and all that. All right, brother, what'd you get?
Oh, nah. Ain't none of that.
Oh, we got our first phone call today. All right, let's go.
There we go.
Y'all know who this is. Stop playing with me. Stop
Let's
playing
talk
with me.
about the
First time of
package.
the year. Stop playing with me. Y'all know who this is.
What's
What's-
good with you, champ?
What's up, brother? How you feeling, man?
I'm good. I'm good. You know, watching the show. My girl, Tanya, I shaved my beard off because she didn't like it.
Okay.
Y'all know the fun I'll be doing.
Okay, all right.
Nothing.
All right, listen. Valentine's Day, did you celebrate that?
Yeah, I did. I'm not usually a big Valentine's Day person, but I celebrated. I did.
So, what did you give the missus, and what did you get in return for Valentine's Day?
Well, see, I made it a 4-day thing.
Ooh.
I sent balloons to her job on, I believe, Tuesday, a Vermont teddy bear on Wednesday, edible arrangement on Thursday, and 3 dozen roses on Friday.
You got
Ooh.
money.
Yeah,
Okay,
my
yo.
son did it. He did it.
Clap it up.
He did it up.
That's signs of love right there. Now,
No, I see, but I think Valentine's Day is not for the person; it's for their friends. So I just made their friends look. I wanted their friends, man, to look
Just-
stupid.
yeah.
It wasn't because of anything else.
yeah, exactly. It's the show off kind of, right?
That's a fact.
Now,
That's a fact.
Exactly.
and that 4-day gesture on your day on finally Valentine's Day, what did you receive?
Oh, I got some. What I get? I got some cologne. There was balloons all over the house. You know, but it doesn't mean nothing to me. It really doesn't. I don't give to get.
So,
You know.
you really
Hold on. Focus on that.
Wait.
I don't give.
Now, that's
to
good.
Forget. That was fire.
But you mostly really did all this just not because you really wanted to, but just for your wife and her friends, really.
You
Not-
wanted your wife to one up the
I-
friends?
I think Valentine's Day is a day to flaunt because I send flowers just because it's Tuesday. I send edible arrangements just because I'm sitting there working and I got nothing to do and I just should click and send.
Daily.
So I just think Valentine's Day is just it's for people who don't do nothing all year for grand gestures. I don't need to do grand gestures because I do stuff all year long.
That's what I'm talking about. This is the Reverend speaking.
Nah, I ain't
That's
gonna lie.
how
You
it's
talking.
supposed to go.
See, Tanya, I'm telling you, all you got to do is come home, baby. You come home and then
Everything is
if you
Gucci.
think 3 dozen, you'll have 6. I'm just telling you what it is.
Ooh, and you'll get 5 days instead of 4.
Wow.
You know that.
You know that.
Yo, he raising the bar right now.
Yo, thanks for calling up, bro.
Thanks for calling your mind.
Yeah, somebody has to call up, let us know what y'all got. You know, some of us got nothing, and it's okay. I'm a part
But that's
of the,
dope. At least he got
nothing.
cologne. I was expecting a 4-day gesture. I was expecting him to get nothing
Yeah,
but reuse pussy.
I mean, sometimes that's enough.
Not even decorated.
Sometimes that's enough.
But at least I think that's what the end game was.
Nah,
some
used
glue-
cars sell just as much as new cars.
It don't. It don't. But ladies and gentlemen, please call up. That was a
It
good
depends
one
on the
right there.
mileage. It depends on the mileage.
I really feel like men only celebrate Valentine's Day just to shut women up. Like they said, it's the grand gesture.
They say that's why white men marry a lot of people too, just to shut them up.
Yeah, shut up ring, shut up Valentine's Day. Yo, we got another call. Yo. Welcome
Yo,
to
Liz.
Brown Holy Water. Who this?
what's good,
Hi,
man?
Mikey.
It's good, man.
Oh, it's the goods, man.
What's going
Oh,
on,
good. The
man?
other one.
Yeah, what's good, man? All right, we talking about Valentine's Day, man. We want to know, what did you do for your partner, and what did you receive?
Yo, this year I ain't get a shit, man.
That's what's up.
You ain't get her nothing?
Yo, the last about 8 years, man. You know, I did the edible arrangements. You know, the fancy dinners, the Peter Lugers, all the paid a few car notes and shit.
Oof.
You know, for Valentine's Day. You know, and I realized I'm getting nothing but the same old coochie
Oh!
with this underwear.
With different underwear. At least she decorated it.
You know, I want to get my, she might, go dig around, get my ass licked once in a while, but nah, I didn't get that.
So what about if she? So good. What about if she brought extra coochie into the room? Would you be good with that?
2 coochies is definitely a Valentine's Day gift.
Oh, I'm down with that.
I said that earlier.
Y'all men are so simple, son.
It is. One coochie, one same coochie is not. It's just two. Two is just something different, man. Like, you're really
2
showing your
coochies,
love.
now we talking.
Yeah, it is.
Elbow.
But like but hold on. You said in 8 years. Well, then in 8 years, did you ever receive anything other than reused
Dressed up
coochie?
coochie?
Yeah, man, he did edible arrangements too, because I like pineapple, chocolate pineapple bunch, but
But
maybe I don't got it.
Was she
And,
mad that she didn't get anything this year though?
Nah, dead ass. None at all.
Oh, she wasn't even
None at
upset.
all.
That's what's up.
I was in the crib watching Parasite, and that's it.
Oh,
That's real love.
That's what real love is about, though.
Yeah.
You don't need one day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you for
That's
calling
it.
out, bro.
And could we
You
stop?
already know.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Could we stop doing this thing where it's like people are running with this idea that it's literally only on Valentine's Day good shit happens?
Most of the
A
time,
lot of people, that's not true. How you niggas got birthdays
this
too?
nigga never wore a suit all his life, and he wore a suit only on Valentine's
Because he wanted to
Day.
dress up for me.
But he's never done it before.
Because
That
he wanted
is
to do
crazy.
something special for me.
He could have did something special for you on Monday.
Dress up in a suit randomly on Monday.
And
that's
take you to a
suspicious.
restaurant. That's not
That's
suspicious.
suspicious.
That's what you're supposed to do for your woman. Like you said,
Okay.
you don't wait for one day to grand gesture.
Okay.
Baby, yo, it's Tuesday.
But this was
Go
the
throw in that fly
occasion.
dress. I got this fire suit. We going
But
out.
okay, but
now
that
we don't
was-
need to be out with the rest of these common folks. Let's look ill on a Tuesday when everybody else looking regular.
Okay.
Because we coming in stuff. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's what he did for
Valentine's
me.
Day. No, he did it because of Valentine's Day. He didn't do it for you. He just did it for you on Tuesday. That's what I'm talking about.
He trying to get on the
You see what I'm
beneficiary.
saying? He try to get on there on one day. He don't
With
know.
the Mercury.
He better pop up on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pop up on a regular day and tell
That's
her,
a
baby,
fact.
get dressed. This is
That's
where we
a
going
fact.
out. Everybody gonna be looking at y'all. Where you coming? They think it's your anniversary. Nah, that's a regular day, baby.
First
We
and
just
foremost.
looking good, taking pictures and out eating Peter Luke.
First and foremost.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people never been there.
First
Yes,
and
sir.
foremost, he knows the day is
Call
special.
up, y'all.
He knows the day is special to me. He don't give a shit about Valentine's Day. He really fucking doesn't.
But
And he'll
people
tell
only
you
do-
that.
people
He
only
will tell you, I don't give a fuck about Valentine's Day. But I know my woman feels a certain way, and I would do what I gotta do to make sure my woman is always happy. So it's not even, the gesture itself is not even specific to Valentine's Day. He just
Who
does what
this?
he
Who
does.
this? Who this?
That was good. It's a boy shoe, man.
Hey,
Shoot
you
in
number
the
3
building.
today, bro. You
What's
number
going on?
3.
What's
I'm
going on,
disappointed.
This is my
Hey,
guy.
hey, first of all, y'all know I called first. Y'all know I called
He
first.
didn't get through.
Now
He
the
didn't get
pastor
through.
beat you out, man.
Somebody was hating on me, man. Somebody was hating on me.
All right, man. I think you're gonna be the last caller anyway. But let's see. You know what I'm saying? You very open and stuff with your relationship. We see you doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Good black father, black man over there in a good strong marriage. I like that. We definitely appreciate you, Shu. So for Valentine's Day, how did you celebrate your Valentine's Day? What did you give? What did you
I got-
receive?
All right, I got played, man.
Oh,
Nigga got played.
oh, I just gave this man the big
Nah.
one. What the?
How you got played?
So the wife played me because she started a whole argument on me. So I thought we was mad at each other. So she started a whole argument the day before Valentine's Day. Now she knows I'm a gifter. I'm a gift guy. I'm the show out person.
Mm-hmm.
So you gonna start a whole argument like the day before? I'm like, well, all right then. You know you ain't getting nothing. So Valentine's Day came. I didn't do nothing, and I hadn't got a text or phone call or nothing all day from my wife because we had just got into it crazy. So she come home from work late, disrespectful, no call, no text. I'm like, all right, I see the truck pull up. She gonna sneak in the house, bend the corner, bags all crazy, cologne, all it. Got the little therapy gun, you know, for the weightlifting shit. So I'm like, shit, that's real nice. And then there was like a pause when she gave me the gift because it was on some here you go. I showed out for you anyway, and I'm like, ha ha. Oh man, I thought you was bad.
But in general, because your partner is mad means you're not gonna do something just because you're mad.
We not gonna celebrate
Hell
that
no,
day.
that's it.
That's crazy.
Hold on,
That's
hold on.
crazy.
Let me tell you how she played me though. So in our house, we got alter egos in the house. So my alter ego for her is this guy. And it's her dream guy. It's the guy she really wants. She really don't want the guy that she wants to do the six-figure job with the suit. She really don't want me. So I get to be Jason every now and then, and she has this thug hood chick with the blue weave named Bettina. So when she bent the corner with the gifts, the card got Jason on it. She was like, "Oh, this is not for Mike. This is for Jason." I'm like, "Well, cool." I'm like, "Well, that's cool." I'm like, "That's cool. I'll holler at Bettina tomorrow since she my side bitch anyway." Damn.
So hold on, you didn't even buy the gift for Bettina. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You messed up twice.
Yeah, he messed up.
You kind of messed
I
up
hooked
twice.
up Bettina. If you check my page right now, you will see that I hooked up Bettina with the at-home massage, wine, tea, cake, all that.
It's so fucking
Check my page.
entertaining.
Check my page.
nigga
Check the energy.
That's what's up.
This
Check the
nigga
energy
said
is back.
he gave his side bitch. He hooked up his
right
side
back.
bitch Bettina.
That's good. You gotta be in a
Son.
relationship like that, man.
Son,
I like
that's
that,
wild.
man.
I love it.
So
I love it.
the side chick saved the day. So I didn't do nothing for Valentine's Day, but side boo Saturdays, I was there. I was ready.
That's what's up.
Real quick, this
That's
shit.
what's up, man.
And it was cheap.
Ass.
Yo, thank you for calling
what's
up,
up.
bro.
All right, man. Love y'all,
Appreciate
man.
you. All right.
Yeah, love is love, champ.
That's it. It was 8:15, man.
Yeah.
You gotta
This
wrap it
nigga
up time.
said-
Word to the
nigga
wild.
said-
Word to the wild.
Yo.
I ain't give my wife anything. I got
Saj.
Bettina.
Yo, we gonna wrap this up, man. Let's go, Tanya. Show your shout outs out.
Yeah. Y'all already know what
That
it
was
is.
really fucking hilarious, son.
It really was, man. I just want to make it home. Hopefully, I could go back home now. You know, hopefully we celebrate Monday. You know what I mean? We ain't on the same page. We still ain't talking. So shit is crazy, man. But you know, this
You
is part
deserve-
of the
I got a
relationship.
futon, man.
Up
Sorry,
and down.
man.
So
I got a futon for you, bro.
Without
Nah.
ups and
I
downs.
started
you're dead.
GoFundMe for you tomorrow too.
I like the cuddle. I mean, Friday I was all alone. I was miserable, man. Shit's crazy, man.
It's a regular day, brother.
Yeah,
It's a
tell
regular
me
day.
about it. One day, man.
It's a regular day.
So
Let's go, Tanya.
give it a shout out.
Shout out to everybody who watched the show. Shout out to the people who celebrated Valentine's Day and have no problem with it. Shout out to the people who allowed people to celebrate Valentine's Day and still didn't have a problem with it.
Mhm.
And to the rest of you fuckers,
Mhm.
eat chalk. Thanks you guys for watching the show. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for sharing. Don't forget, Saturday and Sunday, I'm at Brooklyn Prime during the brunch shift from 12 to 6, 8, 10 p.m. $30 prefix menu. You get 1 hour of unlimited mimosas, and you also get an entree. And the food there is really good and it's consistent. You guys can pull up, see me, check on me. Bad Gelton returns in March, so look out for that. And last but not least, shout out to my baby Nico, 347-356-4855. Level Up Wash. Give that man some work, because his work funded Valentine's Day. I would like it to fund our next vacation. So book him out, y'all. See y'all next week.
She basically said, "Go fund Nico."
Go
fund
fund
Nico.
Nico. So he could fund me.
That's how it works. That's how it works.
Yo, shout out to everybody that watched the show. Yo, you enjoy, like, share, and comment. Please share. It's your boy Handsome15, Instagram, Craven Moorhead, Facebook. Just shout out to everybody. Like I said, about to go get into this All-Star weekend. Everybody be safe. You know what I'm saying? RSVP for my man Black Party. Like you said, March 7th.
Success.eventbrite.com.
You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it, man. We see y'all in the comments. You want to jump in the comments later and chop it up, talk to you and shit, and let us know what it is. I'm
Yes,
holla
sir.
at y'all.
Yes, sir. Gary, I'm about to meet you there real soon. I go by the name of I Am Black Success, and I just want to say sorry to the love of my life. I just want to come back home. I've been staying with my mom upstate, and I just want to come back home, mainly because I got all my outfits there, and I got a few shoes and outfits I didn't wear yet. So please forgive me and allow me to come back. I know you watch the show. Besides that, please, everyone, come with me, join with me, Saturday, March 7th, for my birthday bash. It's going to be at Amadeus. Everyone free before 5. I just want to have a good time. If you want to get a table next to me, let me know so we can all be in one section instead of scattered around. That is a huge club. Keep that in mind. All right? So DM me, hit me up. Y'all already know what it is. Before we go, one more time, I got the Jordans. You know what I mean? The Jordan 11s. La got them too. I'm living a different life.
Live don't have
I'm living a different life. Y'all already know what it is. Support the podcast. You know what I mean? Share, like, share, all that good shit. You know what I mean? Sunday, 7 o'clock, Brown Holy Water. Preach. We out of here. Peace.
Y'all been waiting too long, so I came back this time with a new song. Same old attitude, wanting y'all to sing along. What we talking about? Fill it up and put that thing on. Know we got that brown, holy water. Watch it, y'all be sipping, merch, drop it, black, blessed, la, pop it, Tanya, pour it, Georgia, rock it. Every Sunday at 7, yeah, you can't stop it. Like, share, follow, don't forget to comment. Getting baptized by every topic. Heard we the best, but I ain't the one that gossip. Brown, holy water, watch it. Y'all be sipping, merch, drop it. Black, blessed, la, pop it. Tanya, pour it, Georgie, rock it. Brown, holy water, watch it. Y'all be sipping, merch, drop it. Black, blessed, la, pop it. Tanya, pour it, Georgie, rock it. Brown, holy water, watch it. Y'all be sipping, merch, drop it.